Good morning, everybody. I have got my tea here. I've started doing something a little different. Let me take a sip of that. Oh, it tastes so good. The sun is really bright and it's hitting me right in the face on one side. But if I block the light, it's not as bright. So last week kind of was a bust with my organizing. I got overwhelmed and with the scraps and everything and created such a mess. It took me forever to kind of, ugh, and it then I just got, yeah, have you ever got where you're so overwhelmed, you want to try so much and you try to do too much and then you create a mess and you don't know how to get at it. That was me last week. I did 2 videos, and both videos, one, I don't even know what happened to it. I don't even know. And the other one, when I watched it, I didn't like it. I just really didn't like it. So I didn't get any videos done. And I apologize for that. Uh, Last week was just one of those weeks that nothing seemed to come together for me. But this week, yesterday, well, it's something I've been trying to do since beginning of January, but I had so much junk food in my stocking, didn't work. So today I have started where I set my alarm for 9:30. I am one of those people that when the alarm goes off, I don't get out of bed right away. So when it's set for 10, it's 10:30 before I'm crawling out. The past 2 weeks I'd been setting it at 10:30, and then I'm not getting out of bed till 11, and then but time I get up, wash my face, brush my teeth, do all the morning things, get a tea, I'm in the middle of the afternoon. So I've decided that I'm going to start getting up at 9:30, and I'm trying to be in bed earlier. Even though sometimes my most creative time comes late at night, I'm going to try to see if I can switch that clock around. I'm just a night person. Every once in a while, I might end up. Right now, I have to have a journal made for a lady that commissioned one. I've got it put together. Now I just got to put the decorations in it, the creative part of it in it. But we're getting back. Today is Merry Monday. I'm going to do a second video for Merry Monday. I wanted to do a bit of storage for Junk Journal Craft and Chat, where we're doing Let's Get Organized for January. January, Let's Get Organized. It's actually the title. I try to debate where to go first because there's just so much I have to do. But the biggest thing for me right now, and every time I go to get it, everything falls everywhere and it's frustrating me. So this week, it's going to be, and I'm not sure how I'm going to store it all. So I'm open for suggestions in the comments, please. I'm going to show you what I've decided for now, till I can figure something out better or find something better. And I think it's partly the type of shelves I have. My birthday is February 3rd, and as much as I want to ask for crafting stuff, from my one set of friends, I might ask for a bookshelf. I have cubes, and they're a waste of space. So I want to get a nice white bookshelf, tall white bookshelf, then that might help me out. That's what I'm hoping. This is one of my problems. Lace. I got it all in these bags, and then I have this mess, and this just came in of lace. And as you can see, when I first started organizing, I did it like this with the sticker backs and different things like that. But I just didn't find that worked for me. So this was half done, and I hated the idea. So you can see it's just kind of, and every time I pick this up, it falls all over. The bags don't let me look very well. That's only some of it. That doesn't look too bad. Then I have this little box that I try to keep, and I'm still going to use this. I got this in a gift. It's more for Christmas, because I don't do a lot in red, so I got to put that in with my Christmas stuff. But these are some of the laces I use more often. So I want to keep maybe an open one of a few of the laces I pull out all the time. Then I have this random, my sister gave me all these. And so it's just a big tangled mess. And I mean, it's because when she gave it to me, I was in Guelph. I've got beads in here and I've got these in here. So I got to get through all this. So that's one that I need to get done along with the bags. Then I have this of ribbon, and so I keep my fibers. I don't know if I'm going to roll my fibers out or just keep my fibers the way they are. I don't have a lot of fibers. I don't have a lot of color selection. This is just what I can find at the Goodwill when I'm there. But see, it's all coming apart, so I don't know if I'll just maybe make some samples of them up and keep like a couple cards of them and keep them to the top. And then when I run out, come in and refill it. I kind of started that with this, but it just wasn't working for me. So I've attempted, and then I get frustrated with it, and I throw it away and get it out of, and then last night I went to look for something, and it was all falling on my floor, and so I decided this week I have to get this in control. This just came this week with some lace in it, and I have more, but I got to get pink lace, light pink lace. So what I had started, and I hadn't finished because I'm not sure if I like the containers that they're in and how to stand them up. I guess I have to do a divider, but I started making these and putting my lace on. So I made large ones. As you can see, I haven't finished organizing it, and I still have some with the cards. The seam binding I love, but I can't get it here. I can get the white on Amazon, and I think it's about $30 for that. Was it Hug something? So I got to start asking for some of that in my wishes. So as you can see, I have the little ones. Now I don't think I want to keep the little and the big together type thing. To me, it'd be great if I had one big box, but so I'm thinking of looking at my boxes and switching some things around. But that's how I have it. And obviously I probably need a divider. These would be perfect sitting up. They would be better. But of course, this one, I don't know why I made it that type. I've got to fix that one. That's not the way it should be. So they don't fit standing up. And I want to keep them covered to keep out dust and things like that. So that's kind of where I started. And what I had found is the way I did it. I know you can buy those fancy ones, they're all pretty. And I almost was about to change them all. And I'm like, why? Why print all that out again? This was working. It's not like I have it displayed. Maybe if I had some kept on the top of my desk, I might. So this is the big, I did some, that when I first got up this morning, I decided I'm going to get my table cleaned and organized for it. So I'm going to do two things in this video. I'm going to just show you. I have two things I'm working on this week because sometimes I get bored doing the same thing. So I kind of do two storage, and that sun is really hitting my face. Woo! So this is the large spool that I did, and this is just black cardstock. Someone gave it to me. It's really, really, really sturdy. And this is file folder. And I just basically did that. And of course I get double because I just cut along here and cut along here. So I get double of them. And I buy these. I got these dirt cheap at the Goodwill at one point. I got to get my sister to look for some more for me because I'm starting to get low. So I cut those in half. Cut them out. And basically, which way did I fold them? I fold them this way. And I just create it like this. But what I didn't want it just plain like that. So I think I put it under here. Yep. So I just grabbed some dictionary page. I'm not going to do all this with you on. I'm just going to show you what I decided to do. So I just take it, put the glue on it, glue it down. Let's take another one. If we're going to cut them out, we might as well cut them out. Oh. I left the lid off of this morning when I was getting things organized, and I didn't have a template anymore, so I had to take one apart. So then I glued it back together, and then forgot to put my lid on. I started my morning. I got up and I cleaned this desk off because I had the video I made, which I'm going to redo probably tomorrow. Today is technically Merry Monday, but my problem is my Christmas is not organized, and it's stuffed in a back corner of a bookshelf that's on a shelving unit that's blocked by a table. So it's hard for me to get it in and out. So that's one of the things I have to look at this week for January. So I'm probably going to postpone Merry Monday, which is working on Christmas stuff, till February, so that I can get that in a better place and easy accessible. And right now it's not, and I don't want to pile it on my floor, because that would be what I would do today, and then I would have to put it all away, and then I'd pull it all out again. That's why I don't get anything done. Now here I've done the same thing, but I've made some smaller ones. So again, I just used the cardstock and the file folder, and I'm just because I have this little piece and I want to do it. Is it on there? Yeah, I'm just, maybe not, because I'm afraid I'll cut. So I'm going to go ahead and just do this for a second. Let me cover that glue. Oh, that sun is really bothering me. Sorry, just hitting me right on the side of my face. It's actually hot. It's a beautiful sunny day, which means it's cold outside, which means I don't want to go outside. Here in Quebec, even when I lived in Ontario, on a sunny, bright day, it usually means the temperature, especially in January and February, is very cold. January and February are very cold months for us. We can see temperatures in minus 13, minus 17 with wind chill factor, and even sometimes down into minus 30s. So on sunny days, because we don't have the clouds, that's why I like when it's snowing, because then I know it's not that cold out. Because even the snow is smart not to come out when it's too cold. But the cloud cover helps keep the cold air, keep the warm air in, so it helps. And then I just basically fold it in half. And the only thing I should do, grab two things. So I was saying, as I woke up this morning, I decided I'm going to do that alarm at 9:30. I actually got out of bed by 10 to 10, got up, brushed my teeth, washed my face, combed my hair, did all that bathroom stuff, and then I got up, and my cats by that time are ready for their breakfast. Taking a mouthful of my tea. That's one thing I'm not giving up, is my tea with what I'm doing, because I like my tea sweet. I took 2 teaspoons of, I have a big mug, as you can see. It needs a good wash. It says all my kids have paws, because my 2 cats. A friend got this for me. But I like 2 teaspoons of sugar in my tea. When I used to drink coffee, it was even worse. With coffee, whew, I really like it sweet. I don't, yeah. Punch it. Ooh. Sometimes I have to do it separate. There we go, because my hands just, so I just quarter round it. And so I get up, and today I was a little behind. I'm going to try at night to have this desk ready. That way I got up this morning and cleaned it up and had it ready and decided where to go. Cut these all up so that I was ready and I'm not cutting them on camera and things like that. So I got all that ready. I don't like how that turned out. So just, it's a great thing. You can just trim these up to the way you want them. So, and then I just take and I glue that on. Now I ink it up. That's just me, and I didn't bring my inker. Because I just like everything inked. I don't even know where I put my ink pad. I have... Oh, I really need to get a better chair. That was my choice, bookshelf or getting a better chair for my birthday. Because if I'm going to get a chair, this one was $20. I grabbed it. It was on Facebook Market, and it was $20. But it's too high for me. So my bum is never to the back of it. So then my back is always getting sore. My legs are... So I sit forward all the time. And then if I do sit to the back, then my legs don't touch the ground. And it doesn't go lower. My friend tried to get it lower for me. We did everything. So I need to get one of those nice office chairs with arms, so that sometimes when I'm just sitting and fussy cutting at my desk watching a movie, then, so that's basically all I do. Now sometimes I don't take it all the way up. I'm going to go ahead and, I know I glued, oh there it is. I was about to say, I know I glued two. So I just basically, as you can see, it's not hard to make them. It just takes a bit of time to put it together. So I want to put little ones up here. I'm about to knock them all over the floor. You could corner around the top of it too. I didn't worry about that. I think this corner rounder is getting dull. This is one of my creative memory ones. I love these creative memory ones. I used to have 3 of them, and I don't know where I put them all. I'm going to have to, maybe in my cleaning up, I will find them. So I was saying, so I got up, did the stuff with the cats, then I cleaned up this desk, I went upstairs to make tea. I have a bad habit of not eating breakfast, and I'm trying to lose weight. I put on a lot of weight. Several things happened to put on the weight. I was laid off my job. I was let go of my job, so I stopped working, and I worked for Winners, and it was a lot of running and walking, so I was able to, and then I couldn't find work. I went back into school. I went to French school. I got removed from that because my arthritis in my knees got so bad. I was using a cane, and for the program, you're not allowed, you have to be ready to go to work. Even though I technically wasn't ready to go to work because I was only in the 3rd level of French and not doing the best. So because, see there, it doesn't leave a lot of space, so I kind of go up a bit. I don't put it all the way to the bottom. I do this. And you can decide how you want it. The hard part is if you don't get it exact, you might get different sizes. I'm not worried about that. That doesn't bother me. I like balance, but I'm not that bad. And so then I wasn't in school, and then we moved, and I got up here where I didn't have as many friends up here. All my friends are there. I didn't do as much activity between my knees and my back. Sometimes the pain just to move is just so much. And so, of course, the weight went on. And then I suffer with depression, and the antidepressants I'm on, they cause weight gain. And then I also have a thyroid condition since I was in my 20s. I think I was 23 when I was diagnosed with it. But they suspected about a year before that. Well, they suspected most of my teenage years. They always were checking because my mom, my aunt, my grandmother all had thyroid conditions. But there we go. That's all I'm going to do. And then I'm going to wrap my lace around them, and then I've got to decide how I'm going to organize them in the containers. So that's what I'm going to be doing, a lot of making of these. That's the big one. And the little one is pretty much the same way. And you just fold it in half. Now you don't want to go, with this, I went this longest way possible. And I think I have enough glue. Nope, it's not enough. So I'm just gonna, so the weight just kept going on, and during COVID, we got less active, and, you know, it was kind of depressing being kind of locked up all the time, couldn't do anything, couldn't go anywhere, couldn't go to the parks for a while, parks were closed, so you became even more dormant, and I don't know about you, but in our household, chips became our, I guess, our fun. And we started eating more junk food, and we were less careful. And so, you know, all that happened. And it just, I'm back up to where I was before. I lost over 100 pounds. So, and I know with the way my body aches, the worst thing for me is the weight. So I need to get the weight off, and even to make myself feel better. And it's not just about looking better, it's about feeling better. You know, because my mobility, when I first lost my weight, I was in my early 30s. It's different in your 30s to your 50s losing weight. Weight comes off easier then. I'm menopausal, you know, add all those wonderful extras in there. My antidepressants I wasn't on in my 30s. It wasn't as, probably should have been, but I avoided it, you know. I was younger, and, you know, but whatever. And I avoided it as much as I didn't want the stigma of it. I always knew since I was in my 20s. And I just decided I got to start. So my first time that I lost weight, I kind of did a version of Atkins, not as strict as they are. I didn't find that being that strict worked. And I do the same with keto, which is pretty close to the same as an Atkins. And everybody's like, oh, you're going to eat more meat. And I really don't end up eating more meat. I just take all the potatoes out and all the rice out and add extra vegetables or salads. I mean, there's some fruits you can't have. So, you know, you have to be careful of what fruits you're eating. You know, watching not orange. Now, I drink orange juice in the morning because I do it for the vitamin C. And I buy one called Simply Orange that is no sugar added, nothing added to it. It's just oranges, and you have natural sugar with that. Nothing, no way around it. But I like the vitamin C in it, so I have probably drink about 2 or 3 mouthfuls tops of it. It's just enough, a little bit every day. So I'm not worried about that. It's a bit of carbs, and it's first thing in the morning. And I'm not giving up my sugar in my tea. I never did that when I lost the weight before either. And then I'm bad for not eating breakfast. So now I'm kind of forcing myself to eat breakfast. So like last night I made hard-boiled eggs. I fried up a pound of bacon. Keeping some things handy because I'm lazy in the morning. I'm just not a morning person. I'm not motivated in the morning. If I'm up in the morning, I'd rather be just doing my thing, watching YouTube videos or so I hard-boiled eggs. I make these other things in the oven, kind of like a scrambled with different things in it. I just didn't feel like doing that last night. And I'm going to do some of those probably tonight or tomorrow. I put spinach in it, and I'll put bacon in it, ham in it, make different types, green peppers, and then I just heat them up in the little toaster oven while I'm making a tea and have that in the morning. Today I had 2 hard-boiled eggs, a slice of cheese, and 2 slices of the bacon, cold. I love bacon. I can eat it cold or hot. I hope I'm in, yeah. Because of the sun, I can hardly see my camera, my phone. So, and there's the small one. So they're not hard to make. The most time-consuming thing really is cutting everything out. So I pre-cut a lot of it so that it's ready to go. So I'm not going to sit on camera and do that. And then I'll wrap my ribbon around it and do that. So let me just grab, do I have one? This is a thick one, so it's not going to work there. And it's only a piece left. These pieces I'm not going to put on it. It's not worth it. I have a box that I'm got to clean up. Where did I put that box? Oh, I put it here. For when I'm doing clusters or things like that, I keep this box and I've got to tidy it up. It's a Scentsy Whiff box. And then I put my smaller boxes inside. Now, right now I have full lace in there that's got to come out, and I've got full material that's got to come out. I kind of messed it up this week. But normally some of the full ones I put here. And I keep a lot of my scraps in here, so that when I want little pieces, then I can get to it pretty easily. So something like that I'd probably put in my scrap one for now. Or I might just have a baggie that, I have these on my desk right now because I was using them. So sometimes I'll get a larger baggie and maybe keep them just handy for when I want scraps. But as you can see, like, I bought this from AliExpress and I don't really like the feel of it, so I don't use it a lot. But I'm still going to wrap it. And that's what I thought. I'll do a container of what I use a lot and my go-tos and work it around. So I got all of those that I need to make. So that's one of my projects this week. And again, if you're in Junk Journal Craft and Chat, show me your lace, how you got your laces stored. I haven't done the drawers yet. I need to do that. I'm going to do 2 of them probably tonight. Most likely tonight I'm doing them. I keep saying that and then I don't do it. I didn't do it because I was having such a problem with my phone and videos, and so I'm hoping I get it fixed today. So I'm going to do that tonight and do the live for the first week and the second week, and then we're starting a whole new draw. Last night I was putting together a little package of fussy cuts to go in last week's draw. So I got a bit more to go in there and some other little goodies to go in the draw. I want some of it to be a surprise, so I'm not telling you everything. So I'm working on that. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I have this bad habit. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And there's 4, and I cleaned up 2 of them last night. I have these baskets with stuff stuffed in them. I need to organize them and clean them up. Like, this is stuff I've had made. Let me pull them up. So I'm going to move this ribbon for a second back over here for now. Let me move the baskets. One over there. Now this one, I'll start with this one first. This one, I kind of know what's here. This is all fussy cuts that I had left on my desk, and I threw them in there. So I need to get them back in their spot or throw them in those baggies. Look, see, I got a bag of lace. I'm telling you, and then it's got some other things that have been stuffed in there now. So I got to clean that out. Again, I got digitals. This was a scrappy pad, but then I started writing notes on it. Then it got stuffed in here. I have this package of butterflies that I'm selling. I had untied it to show it and never tied it back up and put it in the right place. The same with the ticket one. And I got to get those done up and put back in my shop. I have, then I've got a random cardboard, which is going to turn into a tag. A scrappy pad, some Christmas digitals. I mean, it's just, I need to go through them one by one, clean out what's in them. Somebody sent me these beautiful die cuts. I got more die cuts. That's one of my organization things. And then there's just paper. Now this basket originally was for when see, these weren't supposed to be in here. These are, somebody sent me some paper ruffles and they just got thrown in here. This I emboss on paper, and I use these scraps to decorate on tags and collages. And those are some of the ones that I make. That's just a scrap piece of paper. So, and a tag that shouldn't be in there, and a piece of paper. Oh, no, it's got, so these were supposed to be in here, but eventually these are going to go in an envelope. Because, I mean, I made bigger ones and it's just getting squished. This has flower fussy cuts that need to go in there, and this is the bird fussy cuts with a flower in it. So these were just because that's originally how I had them. Wasn't liking it, so that originally that should just look like that. But then I look at all the stuff that got thrown in those baskets because they're sitting there. So what I need to do is go through all this, put the scraps in the right place, put my digitals all in the box that I'm keeping them in till I organize them. So I need to put all this stuff in the right place. So that's like things, so that's all that's stuffed into these baskets that I need to go through. And then I need to tie these up and try selling them one more time. If they don't sell, then I'm going to take them apart. So that's one set that I got. Then this set, again, I did this up. I don't know if I ever listed it, but I made this pocket and it's full of clusters. And I'm into different types of clusters that I made. Again, it's something I wanted to sell, and I have to retake the pictures and get it ready again. So, like, I need to put stuff that I'm selling in one place and type thing. So that's been stuffed in there. Then, look, I have a bag of fussy cuts. Somebody made me these. Stacy made me these, and I love how she did them, and I kept them out. I didn't put them in anything because I'm hoarding them because they're beautiful. I'm going to, eventually when I get done, I'm going to hang them somewhere because I love them. I got some Tim Holtz die cuts. I bought some safety pins at the Goodwill. It's in there. A piece of, so as you can see, an empty bag, and then there's just all this random fussy cuts and stamped images and tags. And so I need to, this is another thing I need to go through, get these baskets emptied, get them in their right, things in their right places. It's an envelope I was making. Somehow I don't think it was working out. I have a paper clip I made, and I just clipped it on the side here. So I have these baskets of just random things. When I don't know where to put them, I throw them in these baskets, and then I get piled and overwhelmed with these baskets. This one's a little more organized because this was supposed to go in my store, which might still go in my Purple Hearts Creations by Chrissy. Then I had made these for a swap, and then the person ended up, the swap ended up getting canceled. I never did them before. This is just 3 I did. So I have those that I made. And these that I made, it's an, so they're ready to go into journals. So I have, did I complete this one? Yeah, it's a fold out. I got to fix that because it's a little too long. Do I even have something in here? Yep. Oh, it's got a scrappy pad in it. So and I had put the paper clip on because it would need a closure. A tag I made, and it's just sitting in here. It's a hidden journal spots. So there's a pocket in that one. And then on the back, they have writing spaces. And then I've got Happy Mail here that I didn't put anywhere. So this is my problem. I need to, and I have, even sitting over here, and I kept these separate because this is part of are scraps, right? Except for this. Again, this is something I made for the store. And again, if anybody's interested, it's filled with ephemera, ready to use in projects. It's just a little ephemera holder. And again, it's in my store, where I sell Purple Hearts Creations by Chrissy. And then these are the tags we made from clusters, and they got put in this basket with the flowers I was making. And so I end up putting things everywhere. And so I have to come up with a system. I think with my flower making, I need a bigger bin, I think, and then a piece of lace. Mind you, they're not been selling, so I don't know if these are worth me making other than for Happy Mail. I was trying to sell these, but nobody seems to want them. It's just something people aren't buying. So I make those, and I love them. So I might end up, and I have more. This is just a new style I was trying. So, and technically these shouldn't be in there because it's bending it up. So it's just, I need to clean these baskets up and find a better way to organize this. Now for tags, I do have, and next week we'll be working on this. This is an upcoming project, but it's kind of part of emptying those baskets, because this is my tag box that I keep my extra tags in, either if I mass made or out of hand, and my bows. So this hasn't been handy because I had a bunch of stuff laying on top of it. So that's part of the problem there. So, you know, it's just making sure when I make things, I put them where they belong. That is my habit. I say, oh, I'll just pile them here and I'll put them away later. And, you know, procrastinating it off. So that has to be done. So those are the little things this week I'm going to work on to organize. So I'm working on any junk baskets sitting around. As my main focus, and I'll go back into it as well. I'll show you my progress in my lace. And I'm going to watch for your comments on how you store your lace, because I'm very, very curious on that. I'm getting some better ways, if there's a better way to do it. I love when I see people have these beautiful cabinets and they open the drawer and their lace is all beautiful. I don't have that, so it doesn't work for me. So I got to figure it out. And where I have to keep it is just a small cube. So yes, a nice decorative box would be perfect if it got the flip up lid, but decorative boxes don't fit in my cube that I have for storage. That's having the bookshelf. So, you know, I have to work with what I have. So please, I'm looking for comments. You can let me know. This video is going to be short because I am going to come back and do just a fun video, just craft along with me. And I never finished my thing about what I did this morning. I had my eggs and everything, and I did some fast walking while my water was boiling. I was doing like walking in the spot, did 100. I'm going to do that throughout the day, whenever, like the next time I make a tea, you know. So I'm starting this week off fresh, trying to set my alarm, get up, get more accomplished, hoping I get more accomplished during the day, bringing you guys better videos. I like making a video every day. I just don't know what you all want to see. So let me know. Like eventually I'm going to do pockets, and I you know, different things like that. I'm thinking in February, I have an idea that I want to work on that I got from a video I watched, a YouTube video, a new person I found, and right now I don't know her name offhand, but when I go to do it, I'll make sure I let you know where I got the idea from. But it's basically, it has to do with clusters. And I love it, and I love how it looks. So we might work on that for the month of February. It'll be like maybe Thursdays will be this, or Fridays. So I'm always trying to think and bring you new ideas and show you new helpful ideas too, the things I find from other people. So lots to look forward to. And I will be back later. I'm going to drink it. I might finish my tea up. It's a little cold, but I don't mind cold tea. And I'm going to focus for a little bit on my lace because that's what it's about. And I'm going to finish putting these together. Probably till I need to go make lunch. And then after lunch, I will do a video. I'm debating a couple of things that I want to do. So either it's going to be making clusters, or it could be making twisted tangles, or me just maybe working on one of the journals that I'm trying to get finished up. It'll be more of a craft along with me, just something fun. And again, this is the January Let's Get Organized is done with Junk Journal Craft and Chat. If you're not already a member, we'd love you to come and join us. Like, comment on my video. Your name goes into a draw for this week's draw. I will be letting tomorrow's video that I do, which is Tag Tuesday, I will let you know who the winners are. I will be doing the video, probably will be a live video in Junk Journal Craft and Chat. But for those that subscribed and aren't in the group, I will put it at the beginning of my tomorrow's video. And that'll be week 1 with scraps, winner of 3 winners, and then week 2 with 3 winners. So I got 6 prizes to give away tonight, and they're separate. So because different people, different winners. So look forward to that. If you're not in the group tonight for the live, then you will catch it in tomorrow's Tag Tuesday. All right. Thank you very much, and I will see you in a little while. Have a good couple of hours. Bye for now.